Week 13, Monday. A reading from the Sermons of Saint Augustine. He is our God, and we are the sheep of His flock. The words we have sung contain our confession that we are God's sheep. He is the Lord our God who made us. He is our God, and we are the people who belong to His pasture, the flock that is led by His hand. Human shepherds have not made their sheep themselves, did not themselves create the sheep which they feed. But the Lord our God, because He is God and the Creator, made the sheep which He possesses and feeds. No one else made those that He feeds, nor does another feed those which He made. We have professed in this canticle that we are His sheep, the people of His pasture, the sheep of His flock. Let us therefore listen to what He tells us as His sheep. Formerly, He was speaking to the shepherds, but now He is speaking to the sheep. We listen to those words of His with trembling, whereas you listened with peace of mind. What about those words He speaks today? Surely it is now our turn to listen with peace of mind while you tremble? No. In the first place, because even if we are shepherds, the shepherd does not listen with trembling only to what is said to the shepherds, but also to what is said to the sheep. If a man listens unbothered to what is said to the sheep, he has no thought for his sheep. Secondly, we have already told you that two things are to be borne in mind. First, that we are Christians, and secondly, that we have been put in charge of you. Because we are leaders, we are ranked among the shepherds, if we are good. As Christians, on the other hand, we too are sheep like you. So, whether the Lord is speaking to the shepherds or to the sheep, we must listen with trembling to everything He says, nor must our hearts be free from anxiety. Let us hear then, my brothers, how the Lord reproaches the bad sheep, and what promises He makes to those that are His own. You are my sheep, He says. First, if one thinks about the happiness of being God's flock, my brethren, it brings great joy even amidst our tears and troubles. For the one of whom it was said, He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep, also heard the words, You are shepherd of Israel. He watches over us when we are awake. He watches over us too when we are asleep. If a man's flock feels safe with its human shepherd, what security ought we to feel when our shepherd is God, not only because He feeds us, but also because He made us. As for you, my flock, He says, Thus says the Lord God, Behold, I judge between sheep and sheep, rams and goats. What are goats doing here in God's flock? In the same pastures, at the same springs, the goats destined for God's left hand mingle with those destined for the right. Those who will be separated are first tolerated. Here the sheep exercise patience like God's patience. He will make the division. Some will go to the left and the others to the right.